Previously on Survivor Northeastern.
Drop your box.
The swap put the Joshes in a bad spot.
I got swapped to a tribe with me and Josh Swain and everyone else from Tigris.
Everyone on Tigris knows that we're much stronger than any two New Amsterdam members can be.
Tigris sucks!
On New Amsterdam, tribal lines initially held strong.
We have a tie.
But to avoid going to rocks,
Not going to rocks. Sorry, buddy.
Tigres ultimately flipped on Andrew. 14 people left. Who will be voted out tonight?
So we were all on board for Andrew. We just want to make sure that you guys weren't trying to pull a fast one on us and
What fast one?
Yeah,
we're gonna pull.
So you want to make sure we weren't pulling a fast one.
And voting for one of you
pulling
three,
a
you
fast
mean?
one on us. We all talked to all of you and told you what the plan was.
Yeah, but you guys could have very easily been like, okay, so this is the plan. And
But what would we have done?
we ended up needing to vote out Andrew, which sucks royally. My biggest fear was that you were telling us it was one thing and then you were going to end up voting another.
I wouldn't have had the numbers when we had
Still
four.
tied.
you would though. If Andrew would have voted for himself,
Yeah.
So
then
it
you
would've-
four could have turned on
It would have
us.
been
That was the only concern.
4-3-1
Right.
was what it would have been.
Last tribal was insane. They totally blindsided us and split the vote. They said it was for a safety net, but I feel like it's because they still want to work with Tigris going forward.
I was welcome to the idea of working with a few of them, specifically Jonathan and Annika, but that makes me a little bit nervous now.
I feel like this tribe needs to stick together because the other side, they're unstoppable.
There are
Yeah,
there are a
if we
lot
let
of
them
fits
eat
over
it,
there.
we can't
That's why
have
if we were really committed to Tigres, we that committed, we weren't really
And I
realize
feel
that.
yeah, if we stick together as seven,
That's
we
what I
can
was
pick
just
them
gonna
off.
say. Now you guys know that you can trust us, and I think we can trust you guys since you did end up flipping and going with Andrew. Like the 7S, if we can stay strong. There's no need for anything crazy to happen once we hit merge.
That was a good move by them. I respect it.
We underestimated
and I hate
them.
it. Wow, we really thought, wow. I'm just shocked. I'm gonna do whatever it takes and backstab whoever I have to get these people out because I don't trust any of them. That's all I have to say.
So obviously it's 4 old New Amsterdam, 3 old Tigres right now. So we're down the numbers and we want to stay strong, obviously. So we've been talking with Casey. Annika and I actually met up with her.
If I'm going to flip and work with you guys, I obviously need to that's gonna affect my game a lot, also especially going forward. Jonathan reached out to me and said, listen, we want to work with you, we want to build up our trust with you. They basically came to me saying they wanted to vote out Sasha, and I told them that the only way to vote with them is if we vote out Alex, and they said that they were okay with that. There's probably only going to be one more challenge in tribal before the merge, most likely.
Right, 12 people.
Right. So to me, it makes most sense to get people who are the most physically
And
strong.
also
out.
breaking up the Alex Sasha
Also that
duo
is
is
huge.
good.
Yeah.
Because I feel like on your guys' 4, it's them 2.
Yeah.
And then you and Kim.
Yeah.
So.
I think New Amsterdam, their numbers are dwindling quickly, and at some point we're gonna have to work with you guys, and I'd rather work with you now and build up a trust now than wait until I'm desperate and
Right.
You
Because
know
if
what I mean?
you vote us all off,
Right.
there's no one to work with.
Exactly. So when we hit the merge, as much as I want to trust you guys and I want to work with you, I know that you're in a desperate position, so you're gonna kind of do what you need to do, which I totally get and I totally respect, 'cause I would do the exact same thing.
She was mainly worried that come merge, she might not be safe. And I'm look, there are bigger targets. You'll be fine. We have some Tigris allies that will join us. Considering you're the one who's wanting to work with us more than either of them have talked to us, there's no reason for us to then backstab you.
Right.
Because that would just break all the trust we've made. So you definitely wouldn't have to worry about that.
At this point, you're the first one that's actually come up to us and been hey, can we figure something out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they haven't, so.
Right.
That in itself is huge and already shows that it would be more than willing to work with you going forward than either of those 3.
I feel like that went well.
I feel like it went way better than I was ready for.
Yeah,
So
I think it was good. Yeah. I think her main concern was like just having the numbers come merge.
Yeah.
So I was like trying to push like, yeah, we do some allies.
Yeah.
You know,
but I did not give away too much.
I didn't want to be like, yeah, we have a 5 alliance, like totally solid.
We're rolling strong.
Yeah.
If I were her, I definitely would, because I think that, like, she knows she doesn't have numbers post-marriage. She knows she needs to work with us eventually at some point, and if she gets ahead of the game, she secures herself for longer than either Sasha or Alex does. Because at this point, why would we keep them? They're not willing to work with us. However, she's willing to be like, hey, like, I'll make that jump. I'll come like for you guys. We'll work with you. I would do the same thing if I were her.
So basically, we talked it over with them after, and we're sort of saying, you know, we were only splitting to make sure you weren't going for one of us, and they seemed like they were okay with that. At least Kim and Casey
makes
were.
sense.
Sasha seemed very suspicious about it.
Sasha was pissed.
Yeah.
Her face, you guys couldn't see because you were in the back, her face was pure shock. And Alex was pretty pissed too.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
But
great.
Sasha was literally like,
Sorry.
Sasha was literally like,
Yeah.
I just know that they're just trying to get you guys to join them, come merge.
which is stupid because they know if any one of us flipped, we'd be in the minority on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the way over, I saw Kayla and we started talking game. She had sunglasses on, so I'm like, wait, is it her? And like, obviously you don't want to like stare at someone if like it's not like a person you know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like looking and then like trying to look like, you know, it's like I try to do like slightly and then eventually she stops, she's like, and I'm like, okay, it is you, you know? And it's like, ah, and then she took the sunglasses off and we had a conversation and it was like, ah. And so, you know, oh man. Because we're both from like the West Coast, you know, so we actually have like nice weather rather. Like, what the fuck though? Like, it was snowing 3 days ago. What the fuck is this shit, dude? Like, are you fucking kidding? Bullshit. Anyways.
Welcome guys to your next challenge. Are you ready? Woo! Today's challenge is a Survivor Classic. It's a food eating competition. You're gonna go up either one at a time or two at a time. You're gonna face off against the other tribe. The first one or like pair to finish gets a point. First tribe to 4 points wins immunity.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
First round, we have some crickets. Survivors ready? Go.
Go. You know, all in there first. All in there first. Shoot. You got it. You got it. Kill this. You got it.
Can't swallow, girl. You got this, girl.
You got it.
Swallow.
Fire it up.
Don't even chew.
You got less left in your bowl too. She still has some left in her bowl. Keep going. You're alright. Finish that plate.
Come on your table. There we go.
Go for it.
Mila's almost done.
You got
come
it.
back. T-Grace.
Let's
wins
go.
the race. This round, each tribe we have 2 sentry eggs. Survivors ready? Go.
Let's go.
I'm not.
Go.
You got this. You're killing it. Oh, it's literally a hard one.
Fucking kill it.
Shove it in your mouth. Swallow it. You got it. Kill it.
T-Grace are the
Go for it.
I'm not done.
Fired up, boys. Fired up. Let's go.
This is literally a hard-boiled egg. I'm sorry, Mom.
Guys, hey, while you're chewing, get it out of the shell. Go for it. Yeah, you're killing it. It popped in there. Yeah, you're getting
Austin, fire your eggs. Sasha's still killing.
Hey, you can eat some of his. You need some of his. Go for it. This guy eats now. Kill boys.
It's disgusting.
Sasha appears to be giving up.
Go.
Good. Point good. T-Grace. Point. T-Grace 2. Representative 0. Yeah, go ahead, 3. So for this round, you both have to eat 1 piece of red velvet cake.
Yup! Jacob, I swear to God.
Survivors ready? Go! Both contestants using their hands, devouring this one. Lucas is off to the early lead. Whoa! Jacob's stealing the strategy. Both contestants on their feet.
Get it! Do it for the game, come on. It's all about the moves.
Did you put it all in your mouth?
I'm so proud of you.
You got it. You got it.
That was it?
Team Grace! So for this round, we have a little bowl of mayo.
I don't really like it, but I can do it. I don't even.
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Survivors ready? Go!
No, you got
We'll try to devour their mayo.
Hey, keep going. You got this.
Northeastern might be on their way to their first place. This could be a tight race.
They're done.
Kayla's done. Austin's done.
Oh.
Tigers split.
I don't know.
It was honestly another mountain.
No, are you?
We have to
After reviewing the footage, I need to apologize. New Amsterdam wins the point.
Oh yeah, baby.
So for this round, survivors, you have a bowl of cat food.
It's literally just canned tuna. No. You're literally fine. It's not bad. Claire, I'll tell you a story about this. When I was 5, I ate a can of tuna. I ate a can of tuna when I was 5. So go for it. I can't do this.
Survivors ready? Go!
Start going.
Shut up! What are we at? We're at 3.
You're up 3-1 right now.
I won't make you eat this if you don't make me eat this.
That's valid. Okay.
1 point.
We're not okay. Thank you.
What? Can we have the same round? No.
You know who's not a threat? The girl who fucking cries at cat food. So, I'm just gonna play that to my advantage as much as I can. Are these spicy peppers?
Fuck yes.
Survivors ready? Go!
Hey, here we go. Whole thing. Fucking eat. Here we go. Take her in the mouth.
It's just like when you have an afternoon snack.
She's like,
Keep going. You got it.
You guys got this.
Take another bite. There we go. Get into the stand. You got it. Hey, help her. You got to.
One bite.
Go ahead, Austin came to eat.
Tigers win this point. They win immunity.
Here we go.
Austin on his last 2 bites. Tigers wins immunity. After a hard challenge, congratulations, Tigres. You win immunity. You don't have to go to tribal council. New Amsterdam, I'm sorry, I have nothing for you except a date with Casey at tribal council.
Annika and Jonathan are gonna be on the chopping block.
Yeah, and they're not gonna trust. New Amsterdam isn't gonna trust Annika and Jonathan.
So I mean, our best case scenario right now is if we can somehow, maybe I say Casey, hey, I can try to save Spicer, but on your next vote, you have to save Jonathan. Or Annika, whoever.
That's not a
we
bad
feel.
idea.
And then if we can get...
But I don't know if she'll do it though.
The strategy right now is let Annika and Jonathan kind of do their thing. If they can get through this challenge, we maybe think about throwing the next couple in order to ensure Tigres come to merge.
We could potentially throw 3 if we... I mean, I don't want to throw, but I mean, if we felt comfortable with that, and we could make it plus 10, then we see how Mila's feeling. If Mila's like, fuck you guys, then Mila. And then we still have 4 on our side.
I like Mila, and like I think that she trusts me, obviously because she showed me the whole clue. Poem from last challenge. Should we let's see. Let's review what we've been saying. Okay. We're thinking.
So first off, Darbian is like a gamer, like Mario Kart or like nerdy kind of something, geeky
nerd.
We don't really know.
Probably want to say clean it somewhere
in the mud. It's like something that's typically green, but not now because it's like winter time. So it's probably like.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's probably like some sort of a plant that died or something.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the idol clue pretty much constantly, and I haven't been able to like think of any other place.
He hasn't even looked for the idol. He was the guy that had the clue. He looked for it that night and hasn't looked since.
I can't really think of any other places that I could look.
So recently there's been a lot of idol talk. Everyone's been hunting crazy for the idol. Everyone at challenge is always like, where's the idol? Where could be a clue? I don't know where to look. And I'm like, I don't really care.
We think it's gonna be Annika because she seems not very loyal to the new tribe and like she wants to stick with the old Tigris people.
And I just wish that I had the idol in my pocket. I couldn't get it from Lucas in time, so it really sucks. Granted, then again, I don't know if I'd even want to play it because if I play it now and I don't need it, then it kind of just screws me over anyway. So it's kind of like a I'm screwed if I do and I'm screwed if I don't kind of a thing.
So it's probably either 5-2 or 4-3, but I think unless there's an idol, Annika should be going home.
I've said to a few people that I'm willing to vote Annika if I need to. I don't really need to tonight because if the 4 of them do vote, Casey doesn't flip, Annika will go home without my vote regardless.
Basically, Jonathan reached out to me, and you know how he was like telling me a bunch of shit? He told me that the 3 of them were gonna vote for you. Okay. And he was trying, he clearly doesn't know that we're working together because he was trying to like get me to vote with them for you. And he told me that Alex had reached out to them and told them that we were gonna vote Annika tonight. And that made Annika nervous, and she went to Mila and got the idol from Mila. So if she played it tonight and the 4 of us voted for Annika, you would have gone home. So, I told Jonathan that the only way I would even consider working with them is if we voted for Alex instead and not you.
We're fucked.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like it's a good decision because A, as much as I really like Alex as a person and I want to work with him, he's a huge physical threat and the merge is right around the corner. He's really smart and he's really strategic. And he could probably go to the other big threats on the other tribe and say, hey, we're all threats, let's work together.
No, he wouldn't. He hates them. I thought this vote was gonna be super easy, but that's not the case because Casey just told me that they offered her, like they asked her to work with them. Casey, we cannot, don't even.
Sasha,
listen. No. Like, I'm listening, but like, I'm just trying to make you see, like, no, like, loyalty-wise, do you really trust Annika who just wants to go get an idol to save herself?
I don't.
Let's get the idol out.
Here's the thing, Sasha. If
we can always get Alex out.
Okay, but here, New Amsterdam is gonna be in the minority. Guaranteed when we hit the merge, that's not even a question. We do not have the numbers, right? And at some point, we need to start working with the other Tigris people. And if we wait until we're desperate and we have to, they're not gonna trust us. If we work with them now, when we don't have to, and we can build that foundation of a trust, they're way more likely to work with us when we hit the merge.
It just makes absolutely no sense. You're most likely fucking lying to her. She needs to not flip and we need to just stick Annika.
I'm not asking you to like change your vote or betray anyone. I just wanted to tell you because you're my closest ally in this game, and I didn't want you to be shocked at Tribal, and all I'm asking you to do is just not say anything to Alex or Kim for the next hour and just trust me that I'm trying to save you.
I don't think it's a good idea.
And she was not on board with the plan. I don't know.
I have no idea what's about to happen, so.
This is a huge risk, and if I go through with it, It is going to change the course of this game.
So welcome New Amsterdam to your second tribal as a new tribe. So let's start. Casey, was it supposed to be unanimous against Andrew, who ultimately went home? What happened?
So from what I knew last week, it was supposed to be fairly unanimous towards Andrew, and that ended up obviously not being the case. And so obviously we were left out of some conversations, but I mean, I see why they did it. It made sense after they explained it to us, but it was definitely a shock.
So Jacob, Casey just used the words we, which I am assuming refers to Old New Amsterdam, and then there is you, Jonathan, and Annika. How do you feel now that you're in this position? Do you guys think that you should have voted differently last round?
From a personal standpoint, I want to see Andrew go. It was just, we had no, since we were such a new tribe, we didn't have much time to talk, we were already going to tribal. Like, we just kind of defaulted to our previous tribal lines, I feel like, because that's what we had known before. We had no idea how the other people were, how they were playing, so we just kind of developed that safety net. But now that we've gotten past that point, I think we're more willing and open to work with each other.
Annika, due to old tribe lines, it would appear that you guys could be in a minority. Does that worry you?
Oh, absolutely. I think I'm sitting here far more nervous than I was at the last tribal council. We didn't vote the way they wanted us to, so that obviously I want them to trust me, and I think that we proved that by actually voting out Andrew. But it does make me nervous. I'm still worried that I'm going home. Like, so does that mean that they probably are? Probably. I think all of us maybe have at least some level of worry that they could be going home tonight.
Casey, what are you basing your vote off tonight?
My biggest concern going forward when we get to the merge, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, is having a majority with the merge around the corner. And so I think that's one of the biggest factors going into tonight's vote is who you can trust going forward and who's going to be willing to work with you going forward.
All right, and with that, we'll go to votes.
You had the chance to work with us. Casey got to us first, so hopefully you're going home.
Annika, it's nothing personal, but I just don't agree with your safety net vote last week. I think you should have clued us in, and we would have been fine with it. Obviously, you can't know that in hindsight, but that's all this vote is about.
I have the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Annika. Second vote, Annika. Third vote, Alex. Fourth vote, Alex. That's 2 votes Annika, 2 votes Alex. Fifth vote, Annika. Sixth vote, Alex. Seventh vote, and the 7th person voted as survivor of Boston, Alex. Alex, the tribe has spoken.
Good luck, guys. Best of luck to New Amsterdam, but I'll
Seems like tribal lines may be blurred. Hopefully you guys can get it together and win the next challenge. I have nothing left for you. Head back to campus.
time on Survivor Northeastern. Idle clues cause a panic.
So I had to like take it out of my shirt and like shove it in my pants like discreetly, but it wasn't discreet.
Austin also gives Jonathan a vibe of looking. Yeah, what the f is that about?
An escape room challenge tests the wits of the survivors.
There's a sticky note that's orange. This is an orange sticky note.
A-S, when they were voted out.
Oh!
What the fuck, dude? Oh my god.
Can't say I'm that surprised. I knew with the merge coming up that being one of the bigger threats in the game that they were going to try and knock me out. I didn't think it was coming now. I thought it made sense to keep me around, at least for the existing New Amsterdam members, but that's the way the game goes.